Do you guys remember this story? I showed this to you when it first appeared. I think it was a year ago. And it was about how the Americans had struck a dam in Syria, right? And bombed it and blown it up. This is the Tabqa Dam. The ordnance, the bomb that hit the dam didn't explode. It was a dud, right? When a grenade doesn't go off or something doesn't work, you call it a dud. So thank God it was, because if the dam had blown up, it would have killed so many people in Syria. I think even in the New York Times, they said that the death toll would have been more than everybody killed in the entire war in Syria since 2011. Like that's how bad this flooding would have been. In any case, my point is that we have historical precedents of the United States striking civilian infrastructure like this. And even by their own admission, this was on a no-strike list. They weren't supposed to bomb it, even by their own admission and own standards, and they bombed it nevertheless. Basically, just to cut it short, you had a rogue team of, I think being in Syria at all is rogue, but in any case, you had a team of special forces that were just basically calling in airstrikes the whole time and pretending that their life was in danger and so on. Yeah, that's how they got the Air Force to bomb it. But in any case, look at the dam in Ukraine, in the Kherson region that has just completely exploded today. It's just gone to pieces. And now you have all this flooding. Once again, who does these kinds of things? I don't recall the Russians, doing this in Syria. I don't recall, the Russians blowing up their own pipelines. You have so many acts of really, really huge acts of terrorism in this war in Ukraine that are just difficult to process. The scale of how important they are, it's difficult to process. And then when you see that, in our mainstream press, it's not even covered properly, makes it even worse, because you just don't understand. This is so important. It's so big. How could you not talk about it? And nevertheless, they sweep it under the rug, whether it's the Crimea bridge attack, the Nord Stream pipeline, or the dam today. They will sweep all of these things under the rug. After they've blamed Russia, of course, and so on. And so, we have a society where there's no healthy debate, there's no critical thinking skills, there's no basic standard of journalism, nothing. This is sick. What they are doing. And bombing civilian infrastructure like this is a war crime, in case that wasn't obvious. Perhaps I should have mentioned this earlier, but to me it's obvious. I think to most people it's obvious, and I'm sure to you guys it's obvious. Bombing a dam, that's a war crime, because this is civilian infrastructure.